Nick Tasel's plot, broadcasting to you from Seoul, Korea at the Averatec-Intel Classic, also known as the TG Sambo Intel Classic if you're in Korea. It's a real pleasure to be broadcasting these games to you all. We are in the final games of today. Xellos versus Shuttle, which should, prove to be a very interesting match. Shuttle has been performing very well in this tournament, has not lost a single game yet. A Protoss player, Xellos, you probably already know about him, a Terran player, and also a very skilled gamer. The results from the previous matches, cover your ears if you don't want spoilers. Savior versus Two Sky. It turned out to be a 2-0 win for Savior, not too much of a surprise there. Effort versus Never, 2-1 victory for Never. Very close games, definitely check out the last VOD. Also, Great versus Violet. I think, it turned out Violet just dominated Great despite how good Great was. And then finally we're going to have Xellos versus Shuttle. The map lineup for today, Colosseum first, then Andromeda, and if we go to a third game, it will be on Othello. This is the this is the beginning of the top 32 left in the tournament. We started out with 128. This is the largest tournament in Korea. It does have the largest prize pool. And now we're slowly whittling these players down, finding out who is truly number one. Neither player has joined the game, so it's my job to keep on talking. Here's Xellos and Shuttle. I'm sure you can hear the people screaming in the audience. That is definitely for Xellos. No offense to Shuttle. But there were not as many people here before I got back. I had to go take my restroom break and come back in here, and there's like 10 control groups of girls sitting in the audience. Yeah, Xellos is just a very popular player. He was old school, top-level gamer, and then eventually he kind of went down to the slump, and people thought his time was up, and then he's come back, and now he's dominating. A great story, really. Now, Shuttle is kind of an interesting character. He's kind of a wild card player because everybody's been saying that he's been playing at a phenomenal level. He's a fairly new pro gamer, not as new as some of the other young spuds we've had here, but he has been performing very well, and I'm interested in seeing if he could possibly upset Xellos. And I understand, I was told by one of the Koreans that they actually pronounce his name Xellos. But I'm going to go with Xellos for now because most of the foreigners know him by that pronunciation of his name. Now, Colosseum is a pretty interesting map. Structurally, it's shaped similar to Plains to Hill if you were a competitive gamer years ago. But it can make for some interesting games. And we have seen some fast games on it and some very long games on it, so I'm not going to try to predict the exact length of time. It's going to be up to their build orders, which are kind of in the air right now. So no players have joined just yet, so I'll keep talking. It looks like we do have a lot of people tuning into this site. The event has turned out to be a very big success, and I thank you all for tuning in. Please feel free to post this on as many internet forums as possible. Tell all your friends. Turns out there are just a lot of people that really enjoy watching StarCraft, especially at the top level. I think it really proves to have some very entertaining games. This is the #1 esport in the world. It has surpassed all other esports on the professional level, and it's certainly much more competitive than any other esport out there. That's not to bash another esports. I'm just simply stating the facts. Looks like our referee has joined as well as Xellos, so I believe as soon as Shuttle joins, we'll probably get this game going. I also have been told that there are a lot of Koreans tuning in here to try to learn English, and I welcome you. Hopefully I don't talk too fast, but welcome, and I hope you enjoy the games. Shuttle is still not joined yet. Probably trying to get his mouse settings and monitor settings and some of the settings within the game, like the sound settings, exactly where he wants them. Interesting factor, these players are basically in soundproof booths, and we also blast the StarCraft music pretty loud while they're in the booth, and they have to wear sound blocking headphones. So some people always wonder, well, since there's so much noise going on in here, can they hear what the commentators are saying? No, they cannot. They pretty much patched that problem up probably about 7 years ago in pro gaming. Just to absolutely have a method down so that these guys have no idea what they're saying. Shuttle's joined the game, which means I sense a Terran versus Protoss very soon. Let's get ready. judging from the sound, it does sound like it is about 100% Xellos fans right now. But who knows? What if Shuttle wins this and it turns out to be a bunch of sad Xellos fans? That could be kind of entertaining too. Here we have Protoss at the bottom right. That is Shuttle, who I believe had another name beforehand, but I actually wasn't too familiar with him. There are so many pro gamers in Korea. This is a very big industry, so it's kind of tough to say who is. There's a sign, presumably for Xellos. Yeah, sometimes it's tough to remember all of these pro gamers. Xellos is also notorious for not changing his facial expression the entire time while he's playing the game. If he's won the game, if he's lost the game, he's got a poker face. Speaking of poker, a lot of people don't know this, but all the non-Korean StarCraft players are actually probably the wealthiest gamers on the planet, because the vast majority of them are StarCraft players. Poker players. So that's how the kind of foreign StarCraft seem to stay alive, because they're all making money off of poker, so they still have time to play the game. Pylon Gateway for our Protoss player. Xellos has made one supply depot. He may be going for a fast command center. That would be a little gutsy. Nope, gonna go for the barracks actually. Walling in, not unwise. Getting that walling up early will prevent the Protoss from scouting. We have seen Reaver used periodically on this map. They use the Reaver to secure the expansion while forcing the Terran to make extra turrets. Cybernetic score now. The barracks is almost finished. Terran now getting the refinery, I would assume. Yes, there it is. Terran will be getting the factory eventually. After the first factory, we'll really get to see where his build could possibly end up. He could get a second factory, he could get a fast command center, he could get a fast starport even, or a dropship. Protoss scouting the cross spot so that he can go through the middle of the map. Sometimes Terran will make two barracks in the middle of the map, knowing that many Protoss players will go fast nexus. The result is that the Terrans will rush in with a ton of Marines, and it's pretty much an all-in move. So a lot of players on maps where you can build in the center will scout the cross spot location first. Well, Shuttle knows that Xellos is at the bottom of the map. We see a second probe out here, so I expect a proxy tech. One SCV in the refinery, so he is going to get the fast command center after the factory. He did get one Zealot out early, too. Oh, a Xellos bandit. Quick hide. I think, well, we're going to see the command center pretty soon. Protoss will attempt to apply some type of pressure. I'm really curious about these two probes that are out on the map. He may or may not actually attempt to hide something. That just is what it seemed like to me at the moment. Command center now up. The Zealot will attempt to damage the supply depot along with the probe, and the Dragoon will try to drive back the Marine. He's going to have now moving the Marine up to a critical location, bringing 3 SCVs. The Dragoon will then target fire the SCVs. Now attacking. Oh, not a Marine gets hit once. But you can see Xellos' micro is pretty good. Dragoon range is on the way. His Citadel was spotted by the SCV. What Shuttle is doing is forcing Xellos to spend a lot of minerals repairing. Knows that Xellos is confident enough in only getting one Marine that he can hold off a rush like this. And he did, in fact, with the Citadel finish. A lot of times you see Protoss players cancel the building after they kill the scouting SCV and then change their tech pattern, so I'm a little surprised. He must be very confident with this. So it's going to be a 2 DT rush. Don't know how effective that'll be against the players walled in. The Dragoon range is done! The depot is under attack! Xellos is going to lose the depot, I believe! It's at 50 health. It's getting lower. No, the SCVs have managed to save it. That was close. Had he lost that first depot, the Protoss could have possibly continued to harass until he broke the entrance. I'm surprised Xellos is getting an Academy, though. I think that could prove to be weak against Dark Templar openings. The turret a little bit more stable. Same thing with the Vulture Spider Mines. Xellos, a member of CJ, the same team with Savior on it, and many other accomplished players. Shuttle, a member of the Team Soul, also an excellent StarCraft team. The scanner is on the way, and so are the DTs. And he did get an engineering base, so we will have turrets up here. The second DT came out a little bit late. He could rush up here and try to pick off that turret. That would be a real all-in maneuver here. He may try to go all-in, though, considering the caliber player that Xellos is. Xellos going to spot the turret. He's got the backup. Now going for the depot. Will he get the SCV? No, the turret. And the turret has been taken out. The depot is under heavy fire. Shuttle has now penetrated Xellos' base. The tank is under fire. All the tanks are under fire. Xellos could lose this game with ease at this moment. Now, scanning in this location. He will get this tank, and if he keeps making Dark Templar, he can just keep feeding them into this base. Now, oh! Getting that last tank! Shuttle is in absolutely great condition right now. If he can keep this DT alive by dodging scans, he can win this game. Now going to take out this depot. Here come two more Dragoons. She doesn't know how Xellos is going to get out of this. I'm not sure about it either. I was really not expecting this to work, but the nice turret pick really proved to be effective. Now attacking the front. We may see a scan any second now. The tank going into the high ground location. SCV is going to block. And the scan goes down. He's doing some damage, though. He will manage to take out the tank. More Dragoons on the way in here. I have to, right off the bat, I know there's a lot of action going here. I cannot believe Shuttle tried to do such a risky move, especially in a location where you're in a valley and the siege tanks can do so much damage. Xellos, I'm glancing over there. He does still have the poker face on, seemingly unfazed by what is happening to him right now. The Dragoon attempting to break the entrance over here. Shuttle has to keep this Dragoon alive, force these SCVs to stay off of mining. And the two Dark Templar getting scanned now. I think they will, no, maybe not take down. Oh, the splash damage does manage to pick off the depot, doing his job for him. And the tank will be taken out as well. More Dark Templar on the way. If he can use that Dragoon near the entrance to pick this off. Oh my God, how is she going to stop this? Or how is he going to stop this? That's what she's asking. I think the turret's once again going up. I don't think so. Oh no, he does have scans. He's getting a lot of scans this game. Now backing up. He can now use the Dark Templar to contain. The rush will end. And the Robo Bay is completed. Observers will be on the way. We even have a forge. Shuttle just finishing up his tech tree, basically. Shuttle has to make sure not to overextend himself, though, not to tech too much and try to get too many upgrades at once, because Xellos could counter push. However, Xellos' tank count has been reduced so drastically, the push that will occur will have to be pretty late. At this moment, I'm predicting a win for Shuttle, an upset against Xellos. Looks like it's going to expand again, too. Shuttle, a new player who has been doing very well in this tournament, has not lost a single game yet. Xellos, a player who got a free seed later on in the event due to his reputation. Xellos may lose his first game to this newcomer. Now scanning. Xellos predicting where the DT was. His StarCraft senses were tingling. The observers on the way. Looks like they will get this probe before the Nexus gets up. Now planting mines. Dragoons need to get in position to defend from this rush. And a few more, nice mine there. Shuttle once again putting another DT out here. He just wants to know when his opponent's going to expand. The shuttle is out. Shuttle. Looks like we're going to see Arbiters too. That's the proper tech pattern, or at least the easiest, because you already have the Templar Archives up, so you can get that Arbiter troop pretty quickly. Now getting the shuttle and putting Dark Templars in it. Our Protoss player Shuttle is planning on forcing Xellos to waste scans as he drops and picks up the DTs. Looks like he's going to go in here and try to do a little bit of harassment. I think it will fail. Yes, it will. Xellos absolutely will not let himself get behind right now. That's what he's telling himself. Now we have the shuttle coming in here. I don't believe we have High Templar in there. It's always a possibility, though. Oh, they're on High Templar! And they're going to storm all of his SCVs! Losing about half of the SCVs down there. This could not get any worse for Xellos. This could not get any better for Shuttle unless Xellos types GG in. Xellos is going to push. Probably in a minute, maybe less. Oh, he's pushing right now. And it looks like, all right, we don't have Zealot legs yet. Can Xellos do the damage he needs to do with this push? Will Shuttle get his Arbiter out in time, or will Shuttle have enough units to hold this up? Here comes the attack now. If Xellos loses, he will probably type GG in. I think there are too many Zealots. It does not matter how slow they are. This is going to be GG for Xellos. Shuttle dominating this game. Absolutely dominating. And suddenly the Xelix get their Bionic Man legs, and it is over. Wow. Xellos just got slayed. I am surprised. Shuttle looks pretty happy. You know he's thinking it. Probably trying to collect himself. Knows he has one more game to win. And then he will take down this Titan Xellos in a huge upset here at the ComTV Averatec-Intel Classic. Talk about exciting games. Right off the bat, though, let's identify the fact that Shuttle did a very, very risky strat. Xellos even knew the DTs were coming. It really comes down to micro, whether or not you can get in there and actually pick off the turret. Had he not picked off the turret, that game would have been over the moment that Xellos had killed the first few of Shuttle's units. So, really, Shuttle took a really risky move, and it paid off. Now, will Shuttle play as risky again, and will it work? Or will Shuttle beat Xellos in the long run? Or will Xellos perhaps come back with some kind of a huge, comeback? It could turn out either way. It's really tough to say. Shuttle definitely played very well. First, doing the DT rush that was really effective. Great micro there, and then going in here with the storm drop to really ensure that his opponent would not be able to catch up. Both players have joined the game. The next map's going to be Andromeda, and this game's about to get going. So let's get ready for some more TVP action. Xellos versus Shuttle.